right, Shalom Israel. First and foremost, Brakatah Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rikat Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles, the elder bishops, great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect, beginning with 144,000. Shalom. And this is be it's an article that I came across literally just now from labbible.com. All right. And it said people are quitting jobs and selling cars after becoming after becoming convinced world will end as we know it tomorrow. Right. And this is just plain out ignorant, right? Stupidity, however you want to put it, right? What is convincing y'all that the world will end tomorrow? You know what I mean? Obviously, that just shows that people doesn't know the prophecies, right? People doesn't know that prophecy have to be fulfilled before the second return of Yahweh, right? So let's continue on and say some people have reportedly asked if they can bring their dogs when the promised apocalypse takes place this week. Who promised this apocalypse? Did Yahweh Bashir Yahushua come down himself saying there's finna be an apocalypse on September the 23rd? Like, what is going on here? Like, and then you go, and what makes y'all, if this true, what makes you goes and sell your car because you think the world will end tomorrow? Doesn't make sense. But anyways, that's what happens when you're in there, you don't have no knowledge, understanding, and wisdom, right? And first off, just look at this terrible image, right? If everything is melting, you want to see people just standing right here. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy, right? It say Ellis Scott, a man, has sold his car while others have quit their careers after hearing how a South African pastor promised the earth would shake with such power from tomorrow. And I did see this yesterday. The brother Yasir sent this in the chat, and it vexed me, right? Because I'm like, come on, man. Obviously, I don't know the scriptures, right? Just because the Lord sent this man a vision doesn't mean it's going to happen on September the 23rd or the 24th, right? That doesn't. Why would Yahweh show this false prophet, right? This false teacher that the world will end, so like that the world will end, but he didn't get his visit to his so-called true servants, right? Why give it to this false prophet? So why? So he can stir the people up, how the people doing ignorant things, right? They're gonna be stupid when you realize you just sold this car for no reason, right? When it's a month or two later and the world is still abiding. You know what I mean? And obviously, we know that the world is going to abide forever, like it said in Ecclesiastes. But when the world ends, it's will be the end of an age, right? As an Esau rulership, as an Esau kingdom, right? Of this ice age, or an ice age, or life age, or these particular people, as in the flesh and things of that such, right? So it says, a religious man from South Africa believes the rapture is taking place this week, right? So let's go to the scriptures. What it says. Hold on. He also that the rapture will happen with such power that it will cause the earth to shake, right? Which we know, that when the nukes hit, the earth will definitely shake, right? It speaks about that, Revelations, all throughout the Bible, right? But first, let's go Matthew the 24th chapter, verse 36, and it reads, "But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only." So this Yahweh speaking. He said, but that day and hour knoweth no man knoweth, right? No man knoweth the hour that Yahweh is going to return, right? And obviously with the RFID chip, yes, it's here, but it haven't been mandatory throughout the whole earth, World War III haven't came in full effect yet, right? Jacob's trouble haven't been fully effect yet. So how is the world going to end tomorrow on the 24th? It's not possible, right? The prophecy has to be fulfilled. You know, uh, quick piece to back my point up about earlier, how the earth abideth forever, right? Ecclesiastes 1:4, one generation passeth away and another generation coming, but the earth abideth forever, right? So yeah, so that's what I meant to say, right? When I said life age, I meant to say like the end of this generation, right? The end of these people, right? So let me think. Let's go check Ezra 4:37. Right? Because just because this man had a vision doesn't mean that Yahweh Shai is going to return back tomorrow. Do we wish that Yahweh Shai return back tomorrow? Yes, we wish that Yahweh Shai return back right now. And we ready to see Esau be out of rulership. We ready to, have our kingdom, right? We ready for the earth to be ruled back to be ruled in righteousness, right? Be back in his correct course, and things of that such. Right, this second Ezra 4:37, and it reads, by measure how he measured the times, and by number how he numbered the times, he does not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled. Right, so these prophecies have to come to pass, have to be fulfilled before Yahweh shall make his return. Right, just because this man had a vision that he believes that this so-called apocalypse or the world will end tomorrow on the 24th doesn't mean that it's going to happen right then and there, right? That's just a vision, right? And that's what the Lord is doing. The Lord is pouring out his his visions upon the people. All right, this is the book of Joel 2 and verse 28. And it reads, it shall come to pass afterward that I will pour out my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, your old man shall dream dreams, your young man shall see visions, right? So the Lord is pouring out his spirit upon all flesh, right? And he's showing the people the visions, right? And yes, he mitigated this man a vision that what's going to happen when Yahweh shall return, right? How the nukes are going to drop and the earth is going to shake. But that's not meaning that it's going to happen right then and there, right? He's saying that it's going to happen on the 23rd, the 24th, things that says. What did the scripture say in Matthew 24:36? No man know, that day or the hour. Even the angels don't even know, right? So how does this man know? It's false, you know. It's false. And, we still got a couple prophecies that have to be at full effect, till the famine of the word, before, the world could just end, right? Meaning this generation, Esau rulership, Esau kingdom, right? And then that's when the Hebrew Israelites were by default, ruled by Yahweh Shah would be taken in effect, right? So that's all I had. It was this just was a quick lesson before I went to bed, right? And Lord was edifying, with that being said, Salaki. And with that being said, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahushua, Barakatah Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Kakwadash. Once again, double honors to the elder apostles, elder bishop, great millstone. Shalom to the whole elect. We're getting 144,000. Shalom.